Hey, what's up everyone? Checking in with another video. Going to touch on a little NASCAR and NBA. First off, someone sent me a question and was asking about some of my favorite radio shows and who I like, because I have mentioned in my videos in the past that I do eventually want to be on radio doing sports talk. My two favorite sports talk show hosts would have to be the Paul Feinbaum show out of Alabama, being a big college football fan that I am. Love that show. Got some characters on it that I have that are my faves, and ones that I don't like so much, but that's on any radio show. And JT the Brick is my other one on Fox Sports. It comes on late at night. I don't know if you have a chance to ever hear that, but that's another great show. Outside of that, I also like the O&A show out of New York, Opie and Anthony's, one of my other favorite radio shows. But I do eventually want to be more along what Feinbaum and JT the Brick does, and taking calls from fans, because in my opinion, the fans' opinion is what matters the most. I'm not one that really wants to talk to too much experts. I like hearing from the fans and what they think. And so please leave comments and tell me if you agree and disagree with my opinions, because I always want to hear what people who are watching my videos think. So please comment and let me know. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. It's all the same. TJtheblindman. Just type that in and you can find me. Let's get into NASCAR now. And Junior finishing second. That's going to be my big topic this week. I hear plenty of noise coming from the 88 camp, but we haven't seen the big boom yet. This guy has the best equipment in racing, but it's been almost 3 years since he's won a race. He's having to rely on fans voting him in to all-star races just to get him in to finish in the back of the pack when he's up against the big boys. So Junior is playing the fuel mileage, and we saw last week how it turned against Junior and it played in his favor this week. If you remember his last race back at Michigan that he almost won 3 years ago, which they are coming up to Michigan again, and Junior has proven in the past he can finish pretty good there. And Junior set himself up in the points to where he's definitely going to make the chase now. It would take a disaster of an end of the season here for him not to make the chase, because I think he's sitting third in points now. He's looking good at that and that point of view, but he's going to have to get some wins, because when it comes to chase, you get points off of the wins you got during the year. And he's going to eventually have to start winning races to win a championship. So he's yet to prove to me that he is reached his full potential yet. But with the equipment that he's got at Hendricks, there's no reason this guy shouldn't be winning races. And we saw Jimmy Johnson win, what, 5 championships in a row. We saw Jeff Gordon. We even saw Mark Martin in his 50s jump in a car at Hendricks and win a race. There's no reason Junior shouldn't be winning these races, people. Let's jump into a little NBA. The Miami Heat and Dallas Mavericks are playing for the championship. I've picked Miami since the beginning. I'm sticking with it. Look, there was a point in the NBA where if you had one star and a bunch of good players, you could win a championship. It's not that way anymore. We saw in the late 90s, early 2000s, where people started getting 2 stars. Shaq and Kobe was probably the biggest example of that. And Boston went and topped them, got 3 stars. And that's just the way the NBA is right now. If you don't have 2, 3 stars, you're not going to compete for a championship. And we're seeing Miami expose a lot of these teams, having 1 stars and a very good group of players to back that 1 star up. Same thing with Dallas. And the 3 stars are just going to wear on Dallas down the stretch and beat them in the 4th quarter. And I think that's what we've seen in 2 or 3 games so far. So I'm still sticking with Miami to win it in at least 6. I think they'll go back home for the 6th game and finish Dallas off and beat them 4-2. Dallas, no doubt, at the end of the season showed us they were one of the best teams in the West, though. I don't know where they were at the beginning of the season, but boy, did Jason Terry and Jason Kidd come on in the playoffs. I just don't think they had quite enough to beat Miami. Alright, people, please check in more often. I'm going to have more videos coming. Like me on Facebook, subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter, TJ the Blind Man. It's all the same. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.